Yeah, hi, yeah. Okay, so in the last session, I think we just gone into the sale order here. Okay, the final portion of the sales document here. So we have seen that particular case, right? I think we got some error here, so that was solved here. So that it was due to some financial things. Okay, that was solved. Now we have just created the sale order. Okay, till the sale order section. So we have done this one. So let's find the sale order here. Okay, so last time we just found that particular quotation in VA25, right? So now we are going to find the sale order. Okay, so what is the T code for a sale order is? So it is VA05. Okay, so VA05 is the T code here. So just get into the T code and you can directly find with the order type. Okay, that is easy. So we have the order type which is very unique. So give the order type over here. So TOR. Okay, and you can give the open sale order. Okay, so you don't want to bring all these things. So anyway, we have only one. But in live projects and all this thing, you can just go with open sale order. You will get only the open sale order which is open now. Okay, let me execute this. Okay, just execute this one. Okay, so there you can able to see. Okay, so you got this particular things ready. Okay, so this is the last one. Okay, we just created over here, so you can see this. Okay, so we can get to this one. Okay, so just double click on that, so it will directly take you to the order. You can see your order is ready. Okay, so your order is ready. Okay, all the information has been taken and there is no incompletion, everything has been done. Okay, now as we discussed, okay, so we need to discuss about this thing. Okay, now the order has been received, okay, from the customer. So from this order, so we have to reach the next milestone as a delivery. Okay, so if you want to reach this delivery point, okay, so what is the thing we need to mind is, so we need to look into this particular, okay, conversion means we can call it as transfer. Okay, so transfer of requirement. Okay, so what is the transfer of requirement in the sense? For an example, so when I receive that order, so I need to transfer to the next level here. Okay, so I need to transfer to the next level here. Okay, so when I want to transfer this, okay, so I need a key, right? I need an integration also. Where I need to transfer, already we have seen, okay, very clearly on the last session. Okay, so how we are planning to transfer this. Okay, so we are transferring to the production. Okay, if there is no stock situation, okay, if there is no stock situation, then we directly transferring. Okay, we just transferring this to the next level here. Okay, so already we have seen this one. Okay, so I'll just recap one more time. Okay, if an order comes, okay, if the stock is there, okay, then it is fine. Okay, we don't want to worry about that. We can directly take the stock. Okay, so but if the no stock situation comes, so we need to transfer this requirement to the next level. Okay, we need to transfer immediately because the customer has given their delivery date. Okay, so we need to give a confirmation for that whether we can able to make it or not. So that confirmation we need to give to the particular customer here. Okay, so the information should go to the production, because if no stock situation, the production has to initiate the process. Okay, until you are just informing this information to the production, they will not start. So how this information is going, okay, that is called as a transfer of requirement. It's one of the integration point. Okay, so using this transfer of requirements, so production will receive that particular thing automatically with the help of MRP. Okay, I'm going to show you that. Okay, with that they will be checking the other things. Okay, they will checking their own level of availability and all these things. Okay, we are checking the availability on the FG level. So they will be checking the availability on the component level. You can see for making this car, okay, so they need this component. In this case, if this particular thing is having no stock, then what will happen? Okay, again, so this needs to be informed to the metal management. Okay, so two different departments, okay, actually is working for one commitment. Okay, for our commitment, so two departments are working for this case. So that's what I told. Okay, between the sale order and delivery, we have a very big gap here. Okay, yes, so this is what we need to understand, how it is going and all these things, or else we cannot able to make a delivery. Just by a step we cannot able to go. So we have to get the stock. We want to know how the stock is coming also, right? Yes. So let's get back to the order. Okay, so we can give the delivery date. Okay, so okay, it can be some date, but that's fine. So go for the scheduling here. Okay, so there you can see, okay, maybe I'll give today's date here. Okay, so okay, still okay, so you are getting this particular thing here. Okay, yes, so because there is no stock, right? Yes, so I'll give a delivery proposal. Okay, so the stock cannot be done. Okay, now everything is fine here. Okay, everything is fine. So now I'll save this again. Okay, so now what we are going to do is, okay, so we are going to, okay, run this MRP over here, because, okay, this particular requirement, you can see this transfer of requirement, okay, going to play a major role. Okay, so what is this transfer of requirement? Already I told you, right? This is actually pushing the information to the production here. Okay, for an example, I'll just check this. Take this material here and go to a T code. Okay, so our order number is 284. You can go to MD04. Okay, so a common T code for the MRP list. Okay, so where you can able to find all the MRP activities. Okay, go to MD04. Okay, and just give an enter. Okay, give the material here and give the plant. That's it. Okay, you can find all the activities of this material in terms of MRP. Yes, you can see. So we created 2 orders here. Okay, so 2 orders, we got 2 requirements. Okay, so maybe I'll remove that 1 order. Okay, I think that will be fine. Okay, I'll just go to this order. Okay, I'll just remove this order. Okay, this is actually for the testing, I think so. Okay, save it. Okay, so now we can try. Yes, now you can see only 284. Okay, so our current order is available over here. Only this order is available. Okay, now it will be clear. So the requirement is -2. Okay, now the requirement is -2. Okay, this is the requirement now. So always the requirement will be taken by MRP in minus. So wherever you can see the minus symbol, it means that this is the requirement. And the fulfillment, okay, MRP will do the fulfillment. Okay, the fulfillment will be in plus. Okay, so that is what we are going to see now. So the customer order automatically came here. Okay, from sales, the information came here to the production. This is a production bay. So it came to the production automatically. Okay, how it came? Okay, I will show you in the configuration how it is integrating. Okay, I'll show you that. Okay, the same time. Okay, so this particular thing you will be getting an output. Let's see the output. So before that, let me run the MRP. Okay, so usually the MRP run in the background. Okay, so the people will set, the production will set that. So it will always run in the background job. Okay, for our case, we are running in the front end. Okay, yes. Okay, I'll run the MRP here. So we have a brand new T code. Okay, MD01N. Okay, so this is a new T code here. So which stands for MRP line. So there are a lot of advantages in this MRP. Okay, so when we have a time, so free time, we can able to learn all these things. Okay, this is not relevant for us actually. Okay, so this all things will be maintained by the production. Okay, but still, okay, so if you are curious about to learn or knowing about some kind of cross applications, so we can explain that later. Okay, yeah. So we can activate all these things, and we need to give this all scheduling part. Okay, so I can run for this only item. Okay, only for this item. You can run for multiple materials or for multiple plans at the same time. Okay, so you have a lot of advantages between the classic MRP and this MRP line. So the classic MRP is nothing but, so the previously we have used that particular MRP setup for the ECC. So now we are using this MRP line, but the classic MRP is also there. Okay, you can see the classic MRP is also there. For an example, I'll just show you here. Go to MD02. You can see this also is available. Okay, this also it is available. But what is the only difference you can see is, okay, so in the classic MRP, you can give only one material at a time. Only one material you can run at a time. But here you can able to see in the MRP live, you can give multiple materials and multiple plans. Okay, so you have everything is multiple option. Okay, you don't need to wait for each and every time one material here. So that is not practically feasible. Okay, we can run for multiple material at the same time, so it will work very fast. Okay, let me run this MRP first. Okay, just give an execute. Okay, it will not take much time. See, it is done. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to go to this MD04. Already we have this -2 here. Okay, so let me refresh this. Okay, you can see a refresh button here. Just click on this refresh, and there you can see automatically the production is getting an order. Okay, automatically is getting an order. Okay, so it's not manual thing. So we didn't do anything manual, right? We received a customer order. Okay, we just placed in sales. It is somewhere. Okay, it is some cross application. Okay, there the particular thing is having no stock, so that reflection is automatically coming to the production. See, we are in the production area, so that is automatically reflecting, and it is giving an order here. You can see this is called as a planned order. Okay, just double click on that, you can able to see. Okay, so it will say that, okay, so there is a planned order. Planned order means as a prior stage. Okay, the prior stage of production order. Okay, the production needs to start, in the sense they need to have a production order. So system is now giving a planned order. Planned order in the sense, okay, so and so requirement came. Okay, we need to plan for the production. Okay, so this planning, okay, this planning will consist of everything. You can see the planned order, and it is saying this is make to order scenario. You have to take it as a make to order scenario. Okay, and you can see the start date and end date, everything is matching with our particular delivery date. So when we need to deliver, so on 2/1, right? So 2/1 is our delivery date, actually proposed date. Okay, so we are starting today. So it is asking that you need to start today, and the end date will be the second one. See, very clearly it was mentioned. Okay, so the people can able to convert into an order. You can see convert planned into the production order, and they can they can start working on that. So they can start working on that. Okay, so it's very simple here. So now, so we are not going into the production part. Okay, this will be the PP person will take care of that. So now we need to understand how this requirement came here, and also how this MRP is working. Okay, regarding this working of MRP, I'll give a glance. So just for your idea, okay, so how this will work, we normally call it as a zigzag method. Okay, normally we call it as a zigzag method here. So just think like that. Okay, so you just focus on these two columns. Okay, only focus on these two columns. Okay, so only these two columns. Okay, because MRP, okay, so we'll be looking after only these two areas. Okay, so between this available quantity, this is the area of MRP. Okay, always MRP needs, okay, always MRP needs the last line should be 0. Okay, the last line of this particular column should be 0. Okay, that is what the role of MRP. Okay, always the MRP will come and scan here. So it will find that the last line of this available quantity column should be 0. If it is 0, so then what they say, the MRP will think that, okay, there is nothing to fulfill here. Everything is already fulfilled. Okay, so it will have that mentality, and what it will do is, okay, it will just leave. Okay, it will not come and it will not do any work on this if it is 0. But if it is not 0, if you have any minus value over here, the system, the MRP will start working for this. Okay, how it will work is, for an example, just have this idea here. So it will start with the available stock. You can see the stock available as on date. You can see the as on date, the stock available is 0. You can see it will start from here. Okay, it will start from here and it will go in a zigzag method. Okay, so now you can see, okay, so it will come like this. Okay, it will check over here. So there is no requirement over here. So you can see there is nothing. So it will again reverse back. 0 into 0, it will be 0. Okay, again it will go in a zigzag method. Okay, 0 into minus 2. So 0 into minus 2. So now the requirement becomes minus 2 here. You can see. Now the requirement becomes minus 2. So now when the MRP is scanning for this item, so it can clearly understand that, okay, there is a minus requirement is available. Right? It is not 0. So then what will happen? So MRP will come and it will check what to do with this minus 2. Okay, so then automatically it will think, okay, so there is no stock in this order. That's why there is a minus is coming here. So it will automatically consider that and it will automatically gives the order to the production. saying that, okay, so the customer order came, there is no stock, the delivery commitment has been given, okay, it has been changed to 2nd of January, okay, so we need to deliver on the same day. Okay, so based on that, this order is automatically coming from MRP. So once it is come, so it becomes plus. So again, -2 into +2. So now again it becomes 0. So once it is become 0, so the work of MRP is done. So the work of MRP is done. Again, next time the MRP will come and scan this one. So if there is no minus value, it will leave it. Okay, if again there is second order or third order it's coming, so again it will process. This is how the MRP will work. Okay, so it's very functional. Okay, very functional. I'm just explaining. Okay, so I'm not going for more detail or technical part. So because MRP is not our scope, but still, okay, so you want to know all these things because these all things are helping the sales to run the show. So you want to know what is happening, then only we can able to process. Okay, right. Okay, so now the thing is, okay, so we got all the things here. Okay, so how these things are happening, how this MRP is working, all these things. Okay, now the most important thing is, as I told you, the transfer of requirement. Okay, how the requirement from the sales, okay, to this particular what to say, so this particular area, so for the production the information was transferred. So there should be some touch point, right? There should be some touch point. We need to identify the touch point here. Okay, we can see that in detail in integration, but now we need to understand, so then only you can understand the flow. Okay, so I'll just open this order. Okay, just double click on this order. Okay, click on this particular change. Okay, this is an order, right? For this order only we are working. So you can see the procurement tab. Already I told you this requirement type is playing the role of a TOR, means transfer of requirement. Okay, so it needs to be connected somewhere. Okay, where it is connected, okay, how this information is flowing, we can able to see. So let me take you to the configuration part. Okay, yes. So click on SPRO. Okay, reference IMG. Okay, reference IMG. Okay, so get into the sales part. Okay, get into the sales, and there you can see the basic functions, right? So just go into the basic functions, and there you can see an option called, okay, availability check and transfer of requirements. Okay, you have availability check and transfer of requirements here. Okay, so now you can go to the availability check and transfer of requirement. Okay, so availability check is nothing but, for an example, so when we just done this order, okay, so when we just done this order, automatically when we converted this quotation to order, automatically the availability control came, right? And you can see automatically it is proposing this. See, this all proposal is, everything is based on this availability. How this availability is working based on this configuration here. You can see this availability check configuration. Okay, better we can see this also, then we can go there. Go to the availability check. There you can see, okay, this is the availability check option here, and go for there, and there you can able to see, okay, the option called first thing, availability checking group. Okay, what is this availability checking group is? Okay, if I just open, you can identify that very clearly. You can able to recall it. Okay, just execute this. Okay, and there you can able to find, okay, so the availability check. Okay, so where we have seen this one, so in the metal master we have seen this option, right? So can you open the metal master? Okay, so this item, okay, so if you open this metal master, there you can able to see the availability check. You can see the availability check here. So whatever you are seeing there, it is available here. See, so from where it is coming? So it is coming from that configuration. Okay, it is coming from that configuration. That is why you are getting this. Okay, if this is assigned for this particular material, then only this material is applicable for the availability check. Okay, not only for this material, all the type of material, this availability check is acceptable. Okay, because in sales we are checking the availability of the finished product. So same thing in production, they will be checking the availability of the component level. Okay, that is the only difference. Okay, otherwise everything is same. Okay, right. So now what we are going to do is, okay, so this thing is okay. So now you can go this availability check. We have number of availability check, right? For an example, we have used this one. Okay, so now you can go for this back here. Okay, yes, and you can able to see this one. Okay, configuration of scope of availability check. Okay, just execute the scope of availability check. There you can see we are connecting the availability check group versus availability checking rule. Okay, there is a rule is available. In standard, all the rules are available. For an example, we have just done with this 02, right? You can see for 02, we have a particular thing here. If you scroll down, for the sales, we have a separate thing over here. Yes, you can see this. This is the sales road here. Okay, so you can see this is for the sales road. Okay, and this is for the make to stock, okay, make to order scenarios here. Okay, for an example, if you go there, so here where we are giving the requirements. So here where we are setting the rule. Okay, how this availability check to be considered. Okay, so it needs to consider certain things, right? First thing is a stock. You can see it is not considering any stock here. Any stock. Okay, unrestricted stock is okay, that is default, that will not be shown here. Okay, but other stock, safety stock, stock in transfer, quality inspection stock, or block stock, so it will not take anything. So because this is not a confirmed quantity, we cannot able to take and propose. So it should be in unrestricted stock. Okay, so that is one thing. Okay, and you can see there is no purchase requisition, other things is not taken up here. Okay, so only thing is here the sales requirements, we are taking only the sales requirements and we are considering that. Okay, only that is considered here. This is how this particular rule has been set. This is a standard. Okay, it's a standard rule. Okay, we don't want to worry about this, it's a standard rule. Only thing is the availability check we are assigning to this particular case. Okay, if it is not assigned, we need to assign that. Okay, it will be default. Okay, but still, okay, if you are not assigned, you cannot able to see this option over here, so you need to assign that, then only it will work, right? Yes, now you can go back. Okay, so now you can go back here. Okay, so now the case is, okay, going back. Okay, now this is how the availability check will work. Okay, yes, now you can go back to the transfer of requirements. Okay, we are discussing about this, so get into the transfer of requirement, and there you can able to see an option called configuration of requirement types. Okay, let's find that our requirement type is there or not. Okay, just execute that. Okay, there you can see different type of things are there, and and there you can able to find, yes, you can find the requirement type over here, right? This is your requirement type, right? So the KE, right, this is what we have seen in the order. Okay, this is default, it is available as a requirement type in this particular setup. Okay, it is default, it is available. Okay, so what we need to do is, okay, so we just want to see that whether it is available or not, and we need to connect with the certain things. Okay, so we need to connect with the certain things. How it is being connected, we can see that. So just go back. You can see the next option, the most important option. You can see determine the requirement type by item category and MRP type. You can see. So I told you, right, there should be some connection with the production. So then only it will work. So you can see the MRP type is getting connected. Where we have seen this MRP type? So MRP type we have seen in the metal master, right? So when a particular item to be deducted by MRP, the MRP type is the major thing. So now we are going to integrate this with our requirement type. So what will happen? It will automatically sync to the production. Okay, let's see that. Just execute. Yes, there you can see, okay, three combination here. One is item category, okay, one is MRP type, and one is requirement type. Okay, so we know about this MRP type. Okay, so we know about this requirement type, and also we know about this item category also, because every particular order is having a item category, right? If you go for this item, you can just scroll down, you can able to see the item category is available. So the standard item category is TAN. So TAN stands for this particular standard item category for the sale order. For inquiry and quotation, we have seen a different item categories. So based on this item category only, we are making the pricing proposal or a completion proposal. Everything is based on this item category. Already we have seen, right? Yes. Now we are going to make this combination. Okay, the item category versus MRP type versus this requirement type. Okay, let me find that. Okay, let me go for the position and let me find the item category first. Okay, so TAN is our item category, right? Just give an enter. Okay, so I think these all things are okay. I think the KE is not being mapped. Okay, you can see that. Okay, so we need to manage that KE here. Okay, so where we need to do that, so just you can able to see this particular setup here. Yeah, okay, where is the PD setup? Okay, so we just make this PD setup here. What we can do is, okay, 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 so our requirement type is KE type. Okay, so KE type is not there, so we can assign the KE type over here. Okay, so yes, so the KE type we can assign over here. You can see, so this is the combination here. So now this particular item category, okay, this particular MRP type and this requirement type is getting connected here. So by this connection, okay, by making this kind of connection, what we can able to do is, so we can able to get the transfer of requirement from sales to the production automatically. Okay, so we'll be getting the requirement automatically. So what we can do is, okay, so we don't need to do any kind of manual work here. So here the complete automation is working on here. Okay, complete automation. Okay, so the same thing here. Okay, same thing we are going to happen on this particular case. Okay, what we are going to have is, okay, so you can able to see this particular case. So when this KE type is coming for this particular case, so there you can able to check in MD04, so you will be getting the requirement automatically, right? Yes, now this is the condition. So now what is the next thing is, okay, now we have given this to the production, so they will convert this into an order and they will process this. Okay, they will convert into an order and they will process this. Okay, so now the thing is, okay, so we don't want to wait for this production to complete. Okay, we can directly add a stock. Okay, that will be better. We can add a stock manually. Okay, and we can process. Okay, currently the stock is 0. You can see that. That is why we are just struggling all these things. If the stock is there, the case is entirely different. So we can directly pick the stock and we can just deliver to the customer. But if the stock is not there, so here where we have this much of process we have to do. Okay, right. So now the stock is not there. What I can do is I will manually add a stock. Okay, so the requirement is 2. Okay, 2 requirement, but I'm just adding 1 stock. Okay, see what happens. Okay, we can see what happens. Okay, just we can check that. Okay, I'll just manually add the stock. Okay, who can manually add a stock? Okay, normally the store department can able to add that. So we are going for the store. Okay, now we are going for the store and we are manually adding a stock. Okay, the T code for that is, it is MIGO. Okay, MIGO. Okay, MIGO is a T code. We call it as enjoy transaction. So what is enjoy transaction in the sense? For an example, if you go for VA01, you can create only one order. If you go for VA11, you can create only inquiry. So it is meant for that particular T code is meant for a particular job. But this MIGO is right. So you can able to do the entire inventory management work over here. You can see the entire inventory management work. Okay, so you can do the receipt, you can do the issue, you can do the return. Okay, you can do the transfer, everything you can able to do at one point. So that is why it is called as enjoy transaction. Okay, earlier we had lot of T codes. Okay, earlier we have lot of T codes in this particular process. Everything, receipt is having a separate T code. Okay, so issues having a separate T code. Everything we had a separate T codes for processing this. But now in S4 HANA, they have just eliminated everything. Okay, nothing is available over here now. Okay, so only the cases this MIGO is available. Okay, so for the store. Okay, for your information. Okay, now we can add a stock here. Okay, I just manually add a stock. Okay, yes. Okay, I'll manually add a stock. Okay, I'll just give this material. I'll add some stock. Sorry. I'll add one quantity as of now. Okay, so just one quantity I will add as of now. Okay, I'm just adding up here. Okay, enter. Okay, so one quantity is just adding up. Okay, so I'm just trying to post this. Okay, so account determination error. Okay, fine. Yes, we can solve this. Okay, so actually this is based on the lagging of GL account. Okay, so that is not a problem. So let me update that. Okay, so it is also a part of integration here, but it will be done by the finance. Okay, so that is okay. So we can see that later. Now I'll just clear that. Okay, so we need to go for this particular GBB. Okay, so why this particular OBYC setting is mostly this finance and the MM is having a very strong, okay, sorry, so the finance and the MM is having a strong integration. Okay, whatever you do in the MM, okay, in metal master, okay, so or in metal transaction, so this particular configuration and which particular GL it needs to hit, everything should be there. Okay, if it is not properly maintained, so we will not get that. Okay, so let me go for that. These all things are automatic posting. Okay, I'll give for this one. Okay, so YCOA. Okay, so there we have a lot of things over here. Okay, so which thing is missing here? So it is ZOB. Okay, ZOB 7920. Okay, ZOB. Okay, so it is 7920. 7920 is a valuation class. Already we know about that. Okay, so 7920 it's there. Okay, so but it is not connected with this particular case. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll just make a copy. Select this and just make a copy. Okay, and you can put it over here. Okay, what is that? ZOB. Okay, put it over. Okay, enter. Okay, now you can save it. Okay, so now we can try again, or else we need to go back and come. Okay, let me check again whether this combination came now. Okay, so let me try now. Okay, now it is perfect. You can see. Yes, very simple. Okay, we can see that. Okay, now after this, okay, what we need to do is, okay, just give a post. Okay, again we have to go for one more thing. It's BSX. Okay, so go for BSX here. Okay, I think financial things or something is missing. Okay, don't worry. So you will not get this on the actual live system here. Okay, so live system they will be taking care of all these things. But still, okay, you need to look into this. Okay, yes. So 7920. Okay, 7920 is already there. Okay, but still I'll just make this copy. Okay, and just remove this. Okay, and save it. Okay, I'll try again. Okay, post. Yeah, now it is done. Okay, yeah, simple changes. Okay, so only simple things is missed from the finance. Okay, but we can able to make it up. But in the live system, you will not get this one. Okay, so in the live projects, when you are going for a project, the finance will be doing it perfectly. Okay, the testing server, maybe you will be getting some errors here and there, some bugs will be there. Okay, we need to solve that and we need to go. Okay, yes. Now you can see the document was posted. Now I can check the stock. Okay, I can go back to MD04 again. So MD04, currently the stock is 0. Now I can refresh. You can see the stock became 1 because we added one stock here. So now what we need to do is, this is a normal stock here. Okay, this is a normal stock. This is not a special stock. Okay, or else I will take you somewhere. Okay, so we can see that.